Hello you guys, and welcome to the first makeover of 2025. I am in my kitchen instead of my living room where I normally am to film because this makeover really was not planned. I am at a bit of a standstill with the basement because I'm going to build a wall down there, but I need my dad's help and I can't really move forward with other parts of that project until that wall goes up. So I've been thinking about painting my living room for a while, and so I impulsively put paint samples up on the wall and shoved all the furniture into the middle of the living room. So that space is what we're going to be working on in this video. I'm really excited to get it done because I have been craving just something different in there for a while now. So new year, perfect time to do it. And I'm gonna do my best to really spend very little money to give this space this makeover. So we will see what we can come up with, but I need to get changed and we will start painting. Before I actually get started on painting this room, I have so many holes that I need to fill. Also, you can see the paint samples there on the wall. The color that I ended up choosing is Natural Choice by Sherwin-Williams.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, down with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free.
Good morning, you guys. The room is painted. There's just one small spot over the window that has to be done, but I have to totally unscrew the curtain rod and like take the whole thing down, which won't be too bad. I'm also considering changing the curtains, so if I'm gonna do that, I have to figure out what type of curtains I'm gonna order. I absolutely love the color. Now, if you're the type of person who thinks that white and cream and beige paints are all the same color, then you might not really notice a difference, but I am personally someone who notices even subtle variances in paint color, so to me it's a big difference. I'll pop up a picture here so you can see where there was some white paint, which is the color that it was before, and the paint color that it is now. But nonetheless, I do love the color. I think today is primarily going to really be just getting furniture back into place. I didn't want to put my furniture, all of it, in exactly the same place it was before I painted. I'm thinking about moving my fireplace, my faux fireplace, which used to be under the TV, but I'm thinking about putting it against the back wall where the console used to be, so that way when you kind of walk into the room, you get to see the faux fireplace, which you really don't now, and then moving the console underneath the TV would actually give room for styling. The fireplace was much taller, so there wasn't really much room to work with of putting anything on top. So I think swapping those two pieces would make the space feel a little bit different. So let's start moving things into place.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around one wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time driving in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna start working on styling the top of my faux fireplace. Sometimes I get lucky and I style a space and I love it right away, but more often than not, I have to put things into place and live with it for a couple days just to see if I really like it. So I'm gonna style it, see how I feel about it. I definitely have at least another day in here. Like I said, if I change the curtains, and there is a part of me that kind of wants to restain the frame around the window darker. The other thing that I have to do, see now I'm getting off track, is, let me show you, there's a space over to the side of my couch that there used to be a big cabinet in, but when I put my Christmas tree there, I took the cabinet up to the guest room, and I love the cabinet in the guest room, so now I have a giant open space that I don't know what to do with. I'm kind of leaning towards finding some type of cabinet, not quite as big, but that I can maybe keep like spirits in, maybe just some extra storage for some other things, but that is another conundrum that I have to figure out for this makeover. So let's get back on task, Chelsea. Let's get this faux fireplace styled. Alright, so it is another day and the curtains did come. I hung 2 panels up, but I just did not love them in the space. The curtains themselves were really pretty. There was something about them in the room that I didn't really like. So I returned those, ordered new ones, and they are here. I have high hopes for these. They're still like a florally pattern, but the color is more of like a dark brown as opposed to a stark black. So I'm gonna get these hung up and we'll see if they're a better fit for the room. Alright, the curtains are up. I really like them. I need to get the wall sconces back up on either side of the art piece. I hope that goes smoothly because putting them up the first time did not. So hopefully though, putting them back up will be fine. So I'm going to get those back up, and then I don't know, I might just have to like clean up a little bit. I did decide to bring a cabinet that I had down in my basement up here. However, I, for the life of me, cannot get it up my steps by myself, so my dad's gonna stop by my house tomorrow and he's gonna help me get the cabinet up, so I can't really do anything with that until then. So let's start getting the wall sconces up and then we'll go from there.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together.
Well, I'm back at my faux fireplace. I had styled it before, but there was something about it that I wasn't loving, so I'm gonna restyle it. I did bring up the art piece from my entryway. I painted that whole area too, so I think I might do something differently down there, but I brought the art piece up, and this is like a darker piece, so I think I might like that a little bit more. So I'm gonna restyle the faux fireplace and see if I like that a little bit better.
Something about you isn't right. I swear you can make me lose my mind. Lying here awake at night. If this is love, then I don't want it. Why you gotta be so complicated? I'm sick and tired of contemplating. I don't wanna be here waiting. If this is love, then I don't want it. I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely on you. Why is everything so problematic? Why are you acting so neglected? It feels so cold and unaffected. Swear to God that I don't want this. No. Something about you isn't right. Swear you can make me lose my mind.
Alright, you guys, I think that this living room is done. We have come a long way from the start with furniture and decor piled into the center of the room. I am so happy with the way that the space turned out. Little details like changing the curtains and adding a pattern just did something special to the room, and it's the little details like that that really can make a difference in a space. I believe the curtains and the paint, I think, were the only things that I actually bought for the room, but somehow just moving a couple pieces of furniture and bringing in some pieces that I had from other parts of my home just really makes this space feel like a completely different room. With that being said, let's go ahead and do this reveal in 3, 2, 1.